Another Monday approaches, and that can only mean we have another whole slew of events available in Marvel Strike Force. So if you want to know how we're going to beat these free to play, then join me in this video. Hello everyone, I'm BPG and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I make at least 2 Marvel Strike Force videos every single week, usually based around the events in the game of Marvel Strike Force. However, sometimes I do get a chance to put other videos out as well. So if you find the content in this video helpful, please do consider giving the video a like, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any other BPG uploads. And if you're new around here or not, why not make yourself known down below in the comment section? I love to speak to each and every single one of you. And we have a really good community here on the BPG YouTube channel. Now, normally I would recap where we are in Midnight Hunt or the event, but unfortunately, like a dodo, I forgot to take the picture of where I was, and I claimed a load of silver bullets from the Night Raid event before actually taking that photo. So can't really say exactly where I was. So I'm just gonna leave it for now and we will catch up again next week on that one. But what are the events for Midnight Hunt this week? Well, we have Zombie Invasion. This event has already started. It is a 7-day event. It's going to finish on Monday the 28th of October at 2 PM PDT or 10 PM BST if you're like me in good old Blighty. Sugar Rush is the associated web milestone. We have done this now for the past 4 weeks. Very simple, very demure, very easy. 7-day event again. All the points feed into the Zombie Invasion main milestone and the month-long milestone as well. At the moment, it is showing 6 days. However, this has been reported to the developers, so that should get changed sometime fairly soon. We also have Night Raid, again, another event that has been duplicated, and we've done week on week on week now. This is a 5-day alliance event where we are playing raid battles and earning allied supply 6 orb fragments. This event is going to finish on Saturday the 26th of October at 2 PM PDT or 10 PM BST. There are also extra points available on each of the Orcus raid nodes, and on the Orcus Mystic raid nodes there are extra points even more so than on the standard Orcus raid nodes. Brains is this week's quick rumble. It's going to start on Friday the 25th of October at 2 PM PDT, exactly when the blog will drop for the week, so we will know what's going on next week. It is a 2-day event, so it's going to finish on Sunday the 27th of October. And this week you are going to get extra points for undying characters, blitzing with undying characters. Now, hopefully you've got 2 of those at 7 stars in both Zombie Iron Man and Hela. However, Zombie Juggernaut is another question entirely. Mine personally at free to play is at 4-star. I know some people who have got him at 5-star free to play. But really and truthfully, you're not going to get much more than a 5-star if you're free to play. So this one might be a little bit longer to continue on with. And we have one more event. This is actually a 10-day event. So this is going to finish on the 31st of October 2024 at 2 PM PDT or 10 PM BST. And we're going to cover this one later on because I think it's got some nice little bits in it. So let's start off with the Alliance event, Night Raid. The only change to it this week is the fact that the points for battling in raids with Man-Thing has gone up to 52,500 as a limit. Also, Milestone 20 is now at 1.35 million rather than the 1.3 million I think it was last week. And that will get you those 500 T3L1 ions. Your reasonable free-to-play total, now this is just from the raid battles, the play 1 raid battle and the earn allied supply 6 orb fragments, is 288,000 points. Your to-do list to get this is to do 8 raid battles per day and to collect your daily free claim. So this should be pretty simple to do that part, and that 288,000 will still get you all the way through to the month-long event currency, all bar from milestone 13, where there are a further 8,000 silver bullets. As we've said, to get that, very simple. Here's where the rest of your points are going to come from, though. This is the raid on Orcus. The normal origin nodes are worth 200 points per node you complete. An origin boss, so this is your bio, your tech, your skill, or your mutant boss, they are worth 1,000 points. The very end boss node is worth 10,000 points. That's always a nice one to hit if you can. And then from the mystic nodes, ignore the part where it says milestones from tech Orcus nodes. I just haven't changed that there in the top bit, naughty me. But normal mystic nodes are worth 600 points, and the mystic boss is going to give you an extra 3,000 points coming in. And your bonus per node, so if you are doing difficulty 1, you're going to get an extra 200 points per node. Difficulty 2 is going to give you an extra 750 points per node, and difficulty 3 is going to give you an extra 1,200 points per node. Our total points, including our known points, is quite simply made up from doing the mutant, skill, and bio nodes, all three are wide. But with the tech and the mystic, even though we do have a tech solution, I have still kept it that you guys are going to go and tunnel down one lane of tech and mystic. And so because of that, your total known points at D0 is going to be 804,000 points. D1 is going to get you 1,041,000 points. D2 is going to get you 1.42 million points. And D3 will get you 1.79 million points. This is without any points for Blade, Oath, or Man Thing. So if you have those unlocked, anyone in your alliance has those unlocked, then those points will be all extra. But as you can see here, D0, you will get to milestone 16. D1, you'll get to milestone 18. D2 and D3 both get you all the way to the bottom at milestone 20. Sugar Rush, again, very simple. There are some changes this week, though. We have Venom Shards and the Venom Ancient Pharaoh costume in the Sugar Rush web milestone. That is most likely to do with the fact that the Venom The Last Dance film comes out this week. Are you going to see it? Let me know in the comments down below. The total zombie invasion milestone points is 33,500. So those will go to the main event this week. And the silver bullets, which is the month-long event currency, is 50,000. And to do that, you're going to have to spend 400,000 candy. How are you going to get that candy, though? Well, there are two ways. The first way is the candy store. You can get 10,000 candy every reset for 600,000 gold. That is going to give you 210,000 candy over the 7 days of this event. And that's what you're looking at. And that's 1.8 million gold to spend per day. The second way you're going to get it is from the Alliance gifting or Alliance donations, as we would knew it before. And for this, you want to get to the fourth box, so that 2160 XP. To do that, you're going to want to have 12 members at least. Give the fancy gift, so that's the 1,000 silver promo credits. If you've got people in your alliance that have been in the game for a long time, they should have plenty of those lying around. And then you can also then have 12 people in your alliance. If you've got a full alliance of 24, give the demure gift, which is the 1,000 gold. And that will get you to that fourth box, no problems at all. And what are you going to get for getting those 4 boxes? Well, box 1 is going to give you 5,000 candy. Box 2 is going to give you 10,000 candy. Box 3 is going to give you another 10,000 candy. And box 4 is going to give you 12,500 candy. That is 37,500 candy per day. And so you can see here, we're going to go over the 4 box scenario. So if you donate 1,000 gold, that's going to give you 1,000 points. Then you're going to get the 37,500 points from the 4 boxes over the 7 days of the event is going to give you 269,500 candy to spend, along with what you buy. That's going to equal more than the 400,000 candy that you need to spend. What are we looking for in the shop, though? Let's have a look. The special awakened ability materials, or the for Old Man Logan. There is the ultimate for Blade in there. There is also Blade's basic in there. I had that show up the other day. That seems to be a very, very rare one that shows up. They are well worth getting and spending your candy on, and a steal at 10k candy per 10 ability material. Captain Britain is also available along with the other Illuminati members, Hank Pym and Black Panther Shuri. But Captain Britain is well worth getting. He is a vaulted, or was a vaulted character. This is one way that you can get hold of him. He doesn't show up very often. I've been very lucky over the past week. I've had him show up 3 times without spending any cores. I know some people who are on less than that, and they have spent thousands of cores to try and get him. So I'm got pretty lucky, I think, on that one. The Crimson gear. Now, there are Crimson mini uniques and Crimson centerpiece uniques. These are absolutely brilliant value for money. If you were to take the candy price that you pay for the 25k candy and break that down, it's actually a lot cheaper to buy these mini uniques and the centerpiece uniques from the candy store than it would be to buy from the standard gold store, from the day-to-day gold store. One thing that I don't recommend if you're a free-to-play player like myself to get is the Oath Diamond Orb Fragment. Purely because it's going to be a long time before you get those diamonds activated, and it's just, there's a lot better things. I might switch to that once I've got enough of the awakened abilities, and once I've possibly extinguished all the Captain Britain shards and all that. But until that point, I don't think I'll be buying the Oath Diamond Orb at all, and so BPG does not recommend. And Sugar Rush leads into Zombie Invasion, and in Zombie Invasion you are going to get points for spending the Dead of Night Showcase energy. That's the Night Stalker Showcase energy. You're going to be earning Zombie Hunter Orb Fragments. This is coming from the 2 events, the Hunger and the Thirst. These are flash events. You'll find them in the events tab. Spend 1 power core at a 1-to-1 ratio. That's a really poor points to power core ratio, so I wouldn't recommend spending too many power cores during this. But if you were tempted to, you know, core for Man Thing or for Oath or for Blade or even for Omega Sentinel, if you haven't got her yet, now would be an okay time to do it, because at least you're getting some sort of double dip, especially considering there is a leaderboard on this event. The other way we are going to be earning points is by playing raid battles with Night Stalkers. This again is a very, very simple case, and we'll go over that in just a second. The reasonable free-to-play total is 107,680 points. Now, this is missing the daily free claim, because when I went to record this video, there was no daily free claim out on the website. All the other free claims were there, but the daily free claim for Zombie Invasion was not. Again, I have made the devs aware of this, so hopefully that will get fixed sometime soon. So do check back on the store if you have already checked today. Do check back tomorrow when you log in, because most likely there will be a daily free claim there then. And your to-do list to get this 107,000 points is to spend 200 power cores on the Night Stalker Showcase campaign energy, to do your 4 raid battles with Night Stalker characters. Now that will be pretty simple to do. And to get to Thirsty / Hungry in the Hunger and the Thirst flash events. Now that isn't too far into the flash events. It's only the 2nd or 3rd part of the flash event, so you're not having to go too far, and you shouldn't need too much to get there, in all honesty. And you're also going to want to collect your daily free claim when it finally shows up on the website. And those points are going to get you all the way to milestone 1598,000. There is the possibility to push to the 120,000. That's going to be very simple if you've got Blade at 5 stars, or Oath at 5 stars, or Man Thing at 5 stars. That should be a fairly simple thing. Other than that, it's going to be all down to power core expenditure. So you need to decide whether those extra 10,000 T3 ISO 8 credits, the 20,000 T3 L1 ions, and the 32 Crimson Alpha Flight ciphers are really worth your power cores. How are we going to get that points? Let's break it down now. 33,500 points are coming from the web milestone. Your showcase campaign energy by doing 4 50 core refreshes is going to give you 24,080 points. Your Night Stalkers, you need 4 raid battles, as I said. Now, this can be quite simple by taking Agatha and Moon Knight into the unrestricted section of the Spotlight raid and going in and hitting a lose battle, not retreat, but lose battle, and do that twice with Agatha and Moon Knight in there, and you will score those points straight away. Power core spending, I've put down at 200 per day for the campaign, the Night Stalker campaign energy. That is going to give you 1,400 points. Now, the daily free claim has been 500 points. Like I said, I haven't added that into the total at the front there. We could get up to 110,000 if we get the 500 points from the daily free claim, whether that's in milestone points or the zombie hunter orb fragment. Doesn't matter what way we get it. As long as we get it 500, we'll get to that point. And here is what is in the zombie hunter orb. So not only can we not really guarantee that the events, you know, and what they're called has any relation to what's within the event, also now the orbs have no relation to what's in them. I would have thought, and I'm a bit disappointed in this if I'm honest, that the zombie hunter orb fragment would contain possibly zombie Iron Man shards, possibly zombie Juggernaut shards. I don't mind the Hela shards, you know, that they're all part of the Undying team. To have characters like Void Knight and Red Goblin, Omega Sentinel and Nimrod are nice, but, you know, this could have been a better orb than what it currently is, in my honest opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And so these are the flash events. You've got the hunger. It's very simple. It has 5 stages to it. You're going to get 3 attempts per day. Now, this works very much like the challenges. So if you fail it, you don't lose your token. You can go again until you complete it. So these are the zombie hunter orb fragments that are available on each of these levels. Like I said, we are aiming to get to hungry. So over the 7 days, effectively what you're going to do, you're going to get peckish once, growling once, and then hungry 19 times, which is going to give you the 15,350 points. Obviously, if you get further, if you get to starving or ravenous, then more power to you. And the first, again, it's very much a copy and paste where the rewards are concerned, not the event. The events seem to be quite good. But you're going to want to get up to thirsty. And again, that is going to give you 15,350 points. And then the event that I'm probably most excited about is this Haunted Hour event. It is a 10-day event, as I said at the start. You're going to be collecting Haunted Hour milestone points from your daily objectives. Now, some of you might have already got that. Some of you might not have. It's going to change over depending on when you are, your time zone that you're in. It will change over. But the really nice thing about this is that you're blitzing with Moon Knight and Agatha Harkness. You need to do 20 blitz battles with each of them to get there. That's 2 per day. That's not a lot to do. And the Haunted Hour milestone points, like I said, that's going to come from your daily objectives. And what are you going to get from this? Well, you're going to get a few bits of crimson gear, which is quite nice. You're going to get some T1 ions. Again, nothing really to write home about. Some gold orb fragments. Nice. Some dark promo credits. Nice. We could do with those as a free-to-play player. But what's really nice for me is the costumes. The Elsa Bloodstone Monster Hunter costume. The Vision WandaVision costume. The Scarlet Witch WandaVision costume. And the Moon Knight Mr. Knight costume. And most importantly, down at the bottom at milestone 15 at 50,000 points is the Agatha WandaVision costume. So that is the brand new costume for Agatha Harkness that they have put into the game. I am very, very excited to get that costume along with the other costumes that I don't currently have, like the Elsa Bloodstone costume. So nice one, Scopely. Nice little free win for the community here. And now on to some final thoughts. I really am I don't know about you guys, but I'm really hoping for October to get a move on and for this month to finish. Why am I saying that? Because I'm bored of the repeating events, the repeating alliance event and the repeating web milestone. It's just not great, you know. It's not creating a great experience for me personally. Others might disagree with me, and again, I'd love to hear from you down below what you think about all of this, but I would really like them to change up what we are doing on a week-to-week basis in the alliance milestones and in the web milestones. What has been the winning point of the alliance milestones is the fact that if you are in a fairly well engaged alliance, you are able to complete the alliance event. And I think that is how all alliance events should be. It should be gauging how engaged your alliance is, not how much money your alliance has to spend. You know, save that for the solo events where you've got the leaderboards and stuff like that. Let that be where you get the money from for the event. Alliance events, just make it based on how well the alliance is engaged. And when I say engaged, I don't mean with their wallets. Again, let me know what you think down below. Hope you all have a brilliant week in Marvel Strike Force. Hope you get to where you want to in the event. Don't forget, if you found this video helpful, please do consider giving it a like and maybe even share it with some of your alliance mates. And until next time, everyone, let's try to stay positive in Marvel Strike Force.